My wife once said to me, "You won't leave the farm. You'll die here."
The price on pollution is increasing along with the Canada carbon rebate.
Even when the seeds come, everything is carbon tax.
And the Canada carbon rebate helps out 80% of Canadians with more money than they pay in terms of a price on pollution. It's basic math.
Now they can buy American produce much cheaper because they don't have the carbon tax.
You should pay for that pollution so the community then doesn't suffer the negative sides of it or have to clean it up on their own dime.
And minimum wage went up today, and the carbon tax went up today. It's a hard struggle.
Well, folks, last Monday, April Fool's Day, ironically, my coworkers and I were covering the various carbon tax increase protests. My cameraman, Lincoln Jay, and I, we went up to Uxbridge, Ontario. There were several farmers gathered there lamenting what this is doing to their businesses that are already severely under attack by rising costs, rising labor rates, and so on. Now, one of the farmers I spoke to was Ted Eng. We included some of his comments in our initial report, but our interview went on for quite some time. I thought Ted had so many profound and passionate things to say. Just to let you know, Ted is 71 years old. His farm is easily worth more than $3 million. He could pack it in today. He could get out of farming, enjoy retirement, but he doesn't want to do that. And why? It's because he loves the land. He loves to farm. How shameful that the Justin Trudeau Liberals are now waging war on the farm. Check out what Ted had to say.
What is it like to be a farmer in the current environment in which costs are going up, taxes are going up? You made mention that it's just getting harder and harder to make ends meet.
That's right. My son, who is the CEO of the farm, we have 15 employees. And then if you count the family members, my wife and me and his wife, and so we were once 25 employees on the farm. We had to cut in the last 5 years. It's getting struggling. We've had a number of stores go bankrupt. We lost $30,000 one year. Then we lost, with a restaurant, $14,000. And this year, there's one big customer that we are really going to get burned because we selling them anywhere from $3,000 to $40,000 a week in the summertime. And minimum wage went up today, and the carbon tax went up today. It's a hard struggle, and all the containers are going up. Everything's going up.
And Ted, I think you made mention, you gave a specific example, lettuce has not increased in price in 5 years, but your costs have increased, your wages have increased, the taxes have increased. How do you make a go of it?
Well, we grow 60 items on the farm, on the organic farm, and we have to switch or swap. But we lost in 2022, we were shipping 6 tractor trailer loads to the States of kale. We lost the contract because we got outbidded. And so it was 12-hour drive to the States, and that was during COVID. And the trucks would come once a month or twice a month, and we lost the contract. And so, we used to sell. Now they can buy American produce much cheaper because they don't have the carbon tax.
That is the point. I mean, not only is the carbon tax going up today here on April Fool's Day, but your competitors in the U.S., there is no carbon tax to begin with, so you're already behind the starting line to begin with.
Even when the seeds come, everything is carbon tax. And a lot of things have doubled. Purelite, vermiculite, what we use in the process to mix our soil with to grow plants, all these things, it used to be $6 a bag. Even compost, what I use on the organic farm, has doubled. I used to get it from my brother next door, was $6. It's now $12 a yard. So everything's doubling up. And we absorb some, but it's hard to make money. And when there's a shortage of certain items, then we make a little bit of money, but that's getting tighter and tighter.
And Ted, you made mention too, I think the average employee on your farm putting in 70 hours, you're going to have
it out at $16.50 last year's wage.
Okay.
It's over $5,000 a week. Because don't forget, we pay the taxation, 1.4, and then we also pay workman's comp and unemployment insurance.
If you're behaving in ways that are going to cause pollution that is going to impact the whole community, you should pay for that pollution so the community then doesn't suffer the negative sides of it or have to clean it up on their own dime. But think about a family that does decide, oh, okay, you know what, we can get a slightly smaller car, or we're going to replace our windows, we'll go for the slightly more fuel-efficient windows. Well, they actually get more money back because they're spending less.
The Justin Trudeau Liberals say the carbon tax, it's all about A, saving planet Earth, and B, putting money in the pockets of Canadians with the rebates. That's how they present it. Are you buying that?
No, I'm not. I went to the horticulture conference in Niagara Falls in February. I go every year. And I asked a government representative, they have a booth there, and I asked about what can I do about carbon, because essentially, oh, Ted, you can plant clover. I do that on the farm because clover puts nitrogen in the ground.
Oh.
How much nitrogen is in the air?
You tell me.
87%.
Okay.
Okay? The carbon's only a part. We need carbon to grow plants. And this is the same. And the key is, I've wanted natural gas on my farm. They're supposed to come to Zephyr, and it's supposed to come to Sanford, but it never shows up. My son says, it's no use. They're going to tell us how to grow clover. Come on. And then he has to fill out all the paperwork, and then they say, oh, you qualify. If we sell our natural gas to Germany, Japan, India, China, Japan will buy it. We will solve the carbon because they're building a coal plant a week.
Oh, but Ted, Justin Trudeau has said there's no business case to...
Sorry, I'm going to use the word liar. There is a business place. We have over 400 years of gas or more. Last year we didn't make money. It's getting tougher and tougher. Now I can sell a farm. I'm 71. My son's 40. I can sell a farm and get $3-4 million. No more food, boys. No more food.
What motivates you to continue in the farming game?
I love the farm. I love the land. I love the air, what God given us, the sun, the rain, and the thing. I love it. And my wife once said to me, you won't leave the farm. You'll die here. So that's the way it is. And my son's the same thing. He works crazy hours sometimes. When we come in the spring and May, well, we never stop. We work 6 days a week in May and to get everything in.
Well, Ted, thank you so much for your time. And thank goodness there are people like you. Without farmers, we don't exist. Sure, you could sell out for millions of dollars, but if that land is redeveloped as another subdivision, that's not going to feed anyone.
It's zone agriculture, but
okay.
But it's getting tough. It's getting tough. And the next generation, like I said, 40,000 farmers are going to retire because they're all my age. And they're going to retire, and there's no children. I have friends. There's nobody. They're selling out. One farmer was an apple grower, 750 acres of apples. Wow. He sold the whole kit and boot because his son was 45 and he didn't want it.
Thanks for your time, Ted.
Thank you.
Isn't it tough enough to make ends meet without carbon taxes and carbon taxes going up on an annual basis? If you feel like we do, go to stopthecarbontax.com. That's stopthecarbontax.com. Please sign the petition, and if you're able to, kindly make a donation so that we can continue to bring you the other side of the story.